And now for a bit of good news. We actually have something to look forward to this upcoming weekend in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. That's right, Beetlejuice 2 is coming out, and it sounds like it's going to be a treat. A lot of different sources are saying the film is very good. It's definitely going to fill the gap at the end of summer and maybe give us one last thing that has a chance to do very, very well. Maybe a $100 million opening for a film. Let's jump into it. We've got the story here coming to us from CBR, and it's pretty good news. For as much as we want to trust Rotten Tomatoes, it looks like the scores have been revealed. The critics have spoken with their early reviews on the new sequel, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Ahead of the movie's wide release, the film has received its debut score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's currently pretty close to the original film, which is a good piece of news. It has 40 reviews after its Venice Film Festival premiere. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice currently has a score of 78% on the tomato meter. The current score is just 4 points shy of matching the original number. That's held by the original Beetlejuice at 82%, which is pretty good. That number is going to change as more people see the film. Beetlejuice score is very likely to fluctuate, obviously, as the scores come in, of course. But if the sequel garners more positive reviews, it could surpass the original's movie's number. Well, yeah, but if it gets worse scores, it could go down. Very strange way to put things. Yeah, here we go. Because Beetlejuice Beetlejuice hasn't had its wide release yet, of course not. It's only been in a few places like this premiere festival. There's no audience score for the film, though the original matches the same rating for the tomato meter, also sitting at 82%. That's not bad. And it does look pretty good, in my opinion. I think it's going to go rather well. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice feels like a return to old style Tim Burton. This long overdue sequel is just as charming, fun, and morbidly deranged as the original, says critic Serena Segedoni. I guess that's how you say that, of Loud and Clear Reviews. The playlist reviewer, Marshall Schaefer, also stated it's unmistakably a return to joy for a legendary director, and that goes a long way in making this film stand out in a sea of ill-conceived sequels. Well, there's somebody speaking my language. Let's see. Similarly, praising the sequel as a return to form for Burton, Zhao Ning Su of Awards Daily said in a review, after a series of massive Disney misfires, Tim Burton's got his creative juices flowing again by going back to his roots. All the ghosts and undead corpses notwithstanding, nothing he's put out has felt so wildly alive in a long time. That's quite high praise. Most of the reviews are on the positive side, resulting in a fresh rating for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, but some critics left the sequel a bad review. One such review was from Brian Viner over of Daily Mail, suggesting that the original was very much of its time, with a concept like Beetlejuice not working very well in 2024. All right. Robbie Collin of the Daily Telegraph is clearly not hoping for a Beetlejuice, as his review added, everyone knows that to summon Beetlejuice, you simply have to say his name 3 times aloud. This belated follow-up left me wondering how many times you'd have to say it to make him go away for good. Well, that's not very high praise, is it? But Beetlejuice isn't a concept that works for every film goer. Well, no kidding. Neither was the original. Notably, the original film was pelted with some negative reviews of its own, though it went on to become a beloved cult classic. Falling short of garnering a perfect score also may hint that a movie like Beetlejuice isn't for everyone. And maybe the same could be said for Beetlejuice. In any case, it will be interesting to see how the audience score pans out upon the sequel's wide release. It starts to hit theaters on September 6th here in the States. And of course, all of that came from Rotten Tomatoes. Now, interestingly enough, I will be seeing this film at a Thursday premiere screening, a preview screening, and I will have my review up shortly thereafter. I'm very much looking forward to seeing this film. I am going to be going with someone I can bounce some questions off of to see if they enjoy the film, as I probably will. And I'm very curious to see what that means overall. The question now is, are you intending to see the film? And if so, I'd like you to let me know in the comments section below. I'm very much looking forward to this. Films these days have left me rather cynical, especially sequels and remakes and prequels. I really don't get much joy out of it. This one is supposedly something that you can still find a common thread with from the original film in a way that, leads you right down the path of the same story, just in a new way. Coming together because of a tragedy, this film comes together with a lot of original characters and some new ones. Tim Burton is actually reported to not be in this film very much, and I'm kind of interested where they go with that. Jenna Ortega is reportedly very good in it. She seems to be a very down to earth kind of an actress, and I look forward to more performances from her. Winona Ryder's return is something I'm also looking forward to seeing. She really kind of stepped away from films, and her return to the big time with Stranger Things was something that I absolutely welcomed. Beetlejuice has become quite the cult classic, and it's even inspired a Halloween Horror Nights house and a wonderful tribute store that, was available in years past at Universal Studios Florida. It's definitely an inspiring tale that actually leads a lot of creators down a different path. Tim Burton's a legendary director and somebody who actually can tell unique stories. I just hope this is one of them. Of course, now I have to ask you, are you intending to see the film? Are you excited to see it? Do you think it should have been left well alone? Or are you going to give it an open minded chance to see if there is a little bit of magic rekindled? Let me know your thoughts about the film down in the comments section below, and let me know what other films you would like me to see in the near future, as I will continue to review films until, you guys stop watching. Also, one last question. Do you find Rotten Tomatoes helpful? A lot of people don't. I would suggest something like criticlist.com because I think they are really, more grounded with more regular people and a better scoring system, but try it out for yourself at criticlist.com. Oh, and mention that, I sent you. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands because it's good hygiene, double check that you've hit the like, that you're still subscribed, of course, and, share this out there because it'll really help. Until next time, see ya.